Okay, are you ready? Well, in case you noticed, my friend Sarah's here. You guys know I love to cook with families in the kitchen, so we have our friends over and we're going to be taking turns and cooking everything together. Okay, so you ready? Get your pens and paper out. We're going to tell you what you need first. You need 5 cups of nuts. Now I just want to tell you that this is a mixture that I just put together. I buy my nuts in bulk because it's less expensive. There's pecans and walnuts and almonds. They don't have any salt on them, they're just plain roasted, okay? So we have that measured. Now, we're gonna do 2 egg whites, okay? And we're just gonna put our egg whites in a bowl.
And don't forget to preheat the oven
before
you start to
thank
300.
you, thank you. Preheat the oven, 300 degrees, okay? So, we're gonna take the eggs and we're gonna put 2 egg whites in a bowl, okay? Look at that color.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh, look at that color, isn't that gorgeous? I'm telling you, these are good eggs. Don't throw your yolks out. Save your yolks, you'll use them later. So we're gonna have Sarah whip this up, okay? Just whip it up really good, okay? Good, just whip it up. And the best way to whip it is like this. You just wanna come up like this in a motion.
Okay.
Like you're scraping the bottom of the bowl. See that?
Yes.
All right, now you're just gonna pour it in here, ready? Oh, you also need a sheet with parchment paper, baking paper. Don't use wax paper in your oven, right? This is a special paper called baking paper. It's parchment. And if you notice here, I like to use the bottom of my broiler pan because it keeps all the nuts in place and you're not taking them off the bottom of your oven. That's no fun. These, oh, just in case you're wondering, just in case you want to know, we're making sweet and spicy nuts. So, the sweetness is going to come from our sugar, okay? And we're going to do 2 cups of sugar, okay? So we have 2 cups of sugar. Beautiful white crystals of sugar. We're going to put 2 cups in a bowl. This is so easy. You can make this in bulk. There's really no reason. Also, this makes excellent gifts. Wrap them up in some nice jars or plastic jars and wrap them up with some ribbon and little notes. Perfect. Okay, so the sweet, thank you. You got them? Let's see. Oh, that's perfect. Good job. Perfect, perfect. Very good. Awesome. Now, we're going to put, Sarah, you want to help me with this?
Sure.
We're going to put ground cloves and ground allspice, and we're going to put 1/4 teaspoon of each in here, okay? And while Sarah's doing that, I'm going to put 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger. This is where the spice comes in, okay? We've got our ground ginger. Now I'm going to give you another little tip. People always ask me, what's in that? Ground white pepper. Don't tell anybody. It's a little bit of a kick. You can also put cayenne, but I like the pepper. And what that does is, along with the ginger, it adds that nice little sweetness, that nice little spice that brings out the sweetness. You know how the salt brings the sweetness out in baking? Well, that's what these spices do too. It'll bring the sweetness out. Now we're going to do 1 teaspoon of salt, and I only use kosher salt, okay? And we're going to do 2 teaspoons of ground ginger. Okay. 2 teaspoons of ground ginger. And then Sarah, we can put also, this is not ginger. This is nutmeg. This is nutmeg. Okay. Well, you put a little more, that's fine. And then the last thing, if you'll help me with this, is cinnamon. And we need 4 teaspoons of cinnamon. Now while Sarah's doing this, I'm gonna give you a tip. If you don't have, thank you honey, if you don't have nutmeg, cinnamon, allspice, you can use pumpkin pie spice. The only thing is, I prefer to measure out my ingredients because I have more control over how much nutmeg, over how much cinnamon is in it. But if you don't have those things and you happen to have some pumpkin pie spice or apple spice sitting around, you can use that, okay? Sarah, if you'll stir this up, we're gonna stir this up and then we're gonna add our nuts to this dry mixture. But we want the egg to drip off the nuts. So there's obviously egg that has coated, the egg white has coated the nuts, but we don't want lots of it. So we're gonna use this slotted spoon. That's perfect. That looks good. You get on the bottom, good job. Now we're just gonna take these, let me get over here. Now watch this. These are nicely coated and they are ready for sweet and spice. But you see, no egg, right? So that's gonna go in here. You see how it's dripping? Did you see that? We do not want any of that, okay? So make sure we don't get any of that, okay? So let it drip off, and you just put it in. Now, how easy is this? This is so easy. Is this not easy?
Very easy.
Can you do this at home with your family?
Yes, ma'am.
Of course.
I can't wait to try them.
And you know what? How special will it be when you make this for someone and give it to them? It's nice to go out and buy presents, but if you can make it, that's
better.
even better. That's right, it's even better. I like how you think. Okay, Sarah, I'm gonna let you stir this up, and you can use that wooden spoon now, okay? And then we're gonna put it on the parchment paper. We're gonna bake it at how many degrees?
300.
300 degrees. She's a quick learn. And for 25 to 30 minutes. Keep track of it, okay? You don't want to leave it in the oven without checking after 25 minutes, okay? And then we're gonna take it out of the oven. We're gonna let it cool, and then you're gonna get to see what it looks like, and we're gonna get to see what it tastes like when we come back. Get in the kitchen. Make it with your family. Okay. We'll see you then. Stir that up. Doesn't that look awesome?
It does.
Welcome back, guys. We smell the nuts, and we can't tell you how good it smells. We're about ready. We're dying over here. Are you ready? You want to see? Come on. Look at that.
Wow.
You know you want some. Oh, shut up. How delicious does that look? Okay, so what we have here is we've got another parchment paper, and then Seth, you're gonna scrape this up and put this on here to let them cool. And what did we do halfway through?
We took the nuts out and stirred them.
We stirred them because some of it was still wet underneath, right? So now we're gonna put it in. Be real careful. It's very hot. He's got one for himself. Did you take one? I saw you. How is it? All right, tell us. Well, now. No pressure. Okay, watch this. Here. Grab it. Now you're gonna spread it though, okay? It is kind of hot though, guys. So be careful, okay? Grab it and just put it here like this. All right. And now we're just gonna spread that out, okay? And, oh, this is terrible. All these extra pieces under here. Oh, shut up. That is awesome. Oh my word.
Delicious.
Really good.
It's not even cool yet. Delicious. Now guys, you can make all kinds of spices. I use these with a little cayenne, a little garlic. Delicious. My favorite, sweet and spicy. Try them, you'll love them. And also, Allison, this one's for you.